to be the best, simple and plain. That's why I play the game. To be the best, you have to win. And that's what drives me.
He's the best player in the game. It's just that simple.
Yo, what it do, good people? We is back with another vid. I'm not going to do no long intro. Hassan Campbell is going live, and he is cooking Adam 22 in WACK 100. Let's get to it.
He just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy, and he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the big U Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the Fed's platter.
What do you mean, dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation.
About checking in?
No. I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed at LAX. Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, "Oh, okay, that's the blue side." So I don't know if Rich Homie Quan. I don't know. I didn't know him from. I know. Really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big U.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up
to check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, that ain't my neighborhood.
Right.
So he ain't pulling that for me.
Hold up. That's why I had to stop it right there. Are y'all listening? Are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? Adam calling WACK out on his shit. And it's crazy how WACK is smart and knows how to answer the answers. So he telling them, you out there with Rich Homie Quan and y'all making them check in. WACK was smart. He said, this is not my neighborhood. So now in this conversation, he's distancing himself from the criminal activities that Big U was doing to Rich Homie Quan. He's smart enough to know what's going on, but other niggas wasn't smart enough to answer those questions. That's why niggas is in jail.
And that's why you go on Clubhouse and you hear this nigga WACK talking and speaking on Big U, it's nothing good. It's all negative. He don't speak nothing good about Big U. It's all negative. He went on Clubhouse and destroyed Big U name, and this started 3-4 years ago.
But I'm bugging when I sit up there and I point this out. Like, come on, my nigga. Y'all niggas pick and choose. That's why I hate the streets. That's why y'all can have the streets. That's why I hate the streets. That's why y'all can have the streets. Because all these niggas that be running around talking about, they got all these street principles, all these hood principles, they liars. They liars. And then the crazy part about it is, I guarantee you, if I would have came out on them blocks, I'd have got fake daps, fake smiles, fake hugs. Because a lot of these niggas that you see that was on those blocks, they follow me. And most of them niggas won't even support my posts. Shout out to Shay Davis, man. One of the coolest niggas. He support my posts.
A lot of these niggas fake and phony. A lot of these niggas is fake and phony, and it's best to stay away from them. The blocks ain't safe. These streets ain't safe. And these guys out here is two-faced it, and they playing both sides. That's why a lot of guys getting backdoored nowadays.
A lot of them other niggas don't support my posts. And I show these niggas love. I'm talking about niggas that I show love to every chance I get. But as soon as y'all see the colonizer, as soon as y'all see Christopher Columbus, I don't know what's going on with my audio. Is my audio better? Of course they sitting up there trying to mess up my audio. Why wouldn't they try to mess up my audio? They don't want y'all watching my live. Of course they gonna mess with my shit. It's a holiday right now and y'all watching me. They don't like that. Come on, man. Y'all niggas don't like the truth. I come to give you the ugly truth, but y'all want the beautiful lie. Listen to this real careful. I want y'all to listen to this. All you niggas that was on the block, I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this conversation and listen how clever WACK was when Adam put him on the hot seat.
He just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy, and he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the big Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the feds platter.
What do you mean dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie.
The nigga said, stop right there. What do you mean dealings? You've been running around getting busy with Big U, but now you know this investigation is coming. Listen to how he cleaned it up. Stop right there. Watch this.
Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U, sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation
about checking in.
No, I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy.
Listen to how he's stuttering. Listen to how the nigga stuttering. He had to think about it.
When it come to me, you must seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed in LAX. Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, oh, okay, that's the blue side. So I don't know Rich Homie Quan. I don't know. I just know him from, I know, really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big U.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up
to check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, that ain't my neighborhood.
Right.
So he...
Notice how Adam said to check in. Notice how WACK came back. That ain't my neighborhood. Then what you doing out there with him?
Facts. I was just about to ask, what the hell you doing out there with him then? And it's crazy that he on this podcast with this nigga Adam, and Adam asking these questions, and he able to just crazy.
That ain't your neighborhood, but you out there with Big U while he's making this nigga Rich Homie Quan check in. Y'all not listening? Like, come on, my nigga. Y'all don't see what I see? But y'all gonna play dumb, right? Yo,
he ain't pulling up for me.
He ain't pulling up for me. Adam 22, you are the company that you keep. Adam 22 messing with the Wi-Fi, brother. I bet he is. I challenge anybody on this situation. You want to go? The evidence is on the internet, my nigga. I'm not talking just to be talking. That's why I'm not going on none of these platforms ever again. Y'all got to keep in mind, y'all was watching me with 10 to 20,000 people in attendance until I started going on those platforms. Then they started sabotaging my platforms. I'm not never going on those platforms again. What part y'all not listening to, right?
Future old trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time. Right? Hey, Future old bro.
How long ago was this, WACK?
Some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the back, the football player, right? Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take it. I got it here. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running.
You got that money for Trick? He take off running. They pulling people out of the live. Now y'all pulling people out of the live.
The dead homies do the devil. What the? Runs into a terminal and he runs into the thing, but it ain't.
Notice how the number jumped back up to 2,300 from 1,700? They playing with my live.
Up to no plane. He left it. Wow, bro. Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. He runs into the terminal, right? When he runs into the terminal, he take his phone out. Right? He know it can only go so far. What you gonna do? Jump?
Shout out to the 2,800.
That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, "What? It's me, Stunner. Talk to me." I say, "Stunner, I'm busy right now." He said, "Yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on?" I say, "Oh, Trick a bag. He can't be in our backyard, and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay, or he finna get dumped, and then he gonna pay."
So why? This is my question for all these people that be in the comment section saying his name ain't in no paperwork. Fuck that. Why they ain't snatched his ass up? Because he's saying shit on here that he should be behind them motherfucking walls. You know what I'm saying? With their ass. Hey, you talking about? He orchestrated the whole thing. Like, stop playing.
Right?
That's extortion. That's extortion. And notice that WACK 100 keeps throwing Trick name out there and throwing the situation out there like he bigging Trick up. But what he's really doing is letting the FBI know that Trick is extorting rappers as well. That Trick is making niggas check in as well. That's what he's doing, nigga. You not slick.
Exactly.
And he's doing it on your platform, that Vlad.
Adam.
He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit.
Adam.
He say, "Wack, my word to you, I pay that. Let him be. I got business with that man." I said, "What?" He said, "Wack, this Stunner talking to you as your brother. Leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is." I said, "Be Trick. I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word." I back the phone and walk away. Trick got his wife. It's real. But I'm saying,
it's just amazing how niggas will give me a crooked smile because niggas don't want to see me in position like I'm in position. But then when that white boy pull up, after all them niggas went to the feds off of his platform, the feds was able to infiltrate their extortion ring for the first time in history due to Adam 22's platform. I'm not saying Adam 22 is a fed. I'm just saying something just ain't right.
I want to be the best, simple and plain.
Like, come on, my nigga.
And you see how they did Dirt? He went to the hood with King Von, and it's like he felt like that was a goal, like what's they call that? A milestone to reach or something. Like that ain't nothing, but he knew that he could make money off of that. And that's what the people wanted to see, all these young niggas. Oh, Adam went to the hood, this, that, and the third. But that doesn't give you stripes, Adam. It doesn't. It doesn't give you stripes.
Let's be real about it, man.
Yo, Gotti, say your prayers. You better say your prayers. You know they coming, don't you? You know hey, bro. Hey, bro, that nigga got up there and said, they said, didn't CMG pay for your attorney $50,000? Yeah. But they didn't give it to me. He said, yeah. But they paid for it because you killed off, right? Yeah, well, that was your compensation, right? Right? See him said, well, yeah, they gave the attorney $50,000. Yeah, because I killed dog. You dead. He was an exec of that company. That's your brother. That's gonna get sneak. That's next. Watch. Remember I told you.
Wouldn't it be smart to blame it on the dead man, though?
No, he was part of the company.
Okay,
They saying CMG, they're gonna classify it as a gang. They're gonna try to dog him. Now let's do the math. CMG and PRE shooting at the the back in the Carolinas. Motherfuckers doing songs, shot the Sprinter 100 times, bulletproof. You're dead. PRE, that's gonna take it and paint the perfect movie.
Told y'all he be on there running his mouth, and I believe this is him on Clubhouse running his mouth. He's on Clubhouse, and they all be on there. Federal is on or what, and he give all the dirt and get the dirt off Clubhouse.
These two things are game, and your game paid this dude's attorney $50,000 because you hired him to do a hit for $100. They coming.
Damn.
I heard that. I said, y'all didn't hear that shit?
Yeah, I heard it when he was testifying.
Oh my God. I said, oh damn.
And let me say this, man. Any of the dudes out there that I know that's trying to do something with your music that I know in real life, I always got a place for you dudes on my platform. That's just how I am. When Adam's sitting up there talking about how I'm sitting on my platform by myself, I don't offer my platform to many niggas. Many people. Many people. I don't got to sit here and name all of the names, but being that people like to see receipts, you see what I'm saying? When you look at the 050 movement, China Brim, Harlem Legend, right?
And we don't got to get into all that. If y'all want to go watch the rest of that, go over there to Hassan Campbell. He's live right now, but we just have to expose that right there. We will be back with more if he breaks some more interesting news out. But y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We the People TV. Go.